friends, welcome back to my channel, Sass here. I'm here to do episode 3 of Little Fires Everywhere. It was a good episode. Okay, things are starting to make a little bit more sense. Things are going into motion. We find out about some folks' backgrounds and child. First, I'm going to talk about these kids, and then I get to BB. Now, you know Lexi, okay? Lexi, the perfect daughter who is determined to go to Yale by any means necessary. Well, y'all remember that essay she need to turn in about the hardship she done had over at Shaker Heights? Well, of course, Lexi, she don't have any hardships, okay? So, remember that letter that Pearl wrote to that counselor when he was being a complete douchebag? Okay, so Lexi took it upon herself to take that letter that Pearl wrote and just, make that her hardship. Lexi done stole the letter, child, okay? She turned Pearl's letter into her essay for Yale. So, she is having a little fun time in the vehicle giving her boyfriend, the African-American Brian, a hand job inside the car. Miss Perfect Lexi out here giving out hand jobs. So she's reading the letter to Brian like that's her letter, like that is her essay she turned in. Yeah, well, honey, Brian ain't paying her a bit of attention, okay? The only thing he paying attention to, his little weenie, honey, feeling all kinds of good. That's what he was paying attention to. So she was like, what do you think? And he was like, are we finished? No. And she was like, are you listening to me? Okay? And he was like, yeah, it's cool. He's like, you just didn't tell me anything about it. And then she gets on the defensive. What do you mean I didn't tell you about it? I'm supposed to tell you everything about it. What'd you think about it? I mean, she immediately gets there, okay? And so Brian was like, what is wrong with you? You got upset over that? Okay, cool. All right, whatever. So, it's dinner at the Richardsons, okay? People everywhere. Of course, Elena's on the phone talking about some cookies. And here comes Bill. Bill said, listen, okay? Now, Mia didn't cut that grass like she's supposed to, and we done got a fine. And so here comes Elena. Elena was like, no big deal, it's my fault, okay? Mia came to me and told me that the lawnmower needed gas, and I completely forgot. Okay, and so he was like, you the one that always, talking about this grass. You go out there and measure the grass, and now you gonna let her slide. You gonna let her slide. And so Elena was like, listen, I ain't got time for this. Won't you go mow the grass? That's what you do, okay? It was my fault. Let's go mow the grass. You go mow the grass. So here come the kids, and who's coming to dinner? Well, the African-American Brian, the boyfriend of Perfect Lexi, okay? Of course, Elena was like, oh my God, Brian. Oh my God, hi. Who else is over at dinner? Pearl. Honey, that's Pearl's second home, child. Pearl is sitting in. Pearl is fitting in. This is where Pearl wants to be. So Brian introduced himself, to Pearl. And so Elena was like, oh, you haven't met? Oh, God. Brian, this is Pearl. Pearl, this is Brian. You two have a lot in common. And so Brian was like, of course we do. Okay, he looks at Pearl and he says, I guess you like basketball and rap too. Well, Pearl, she was like, y'all keep a good eye on that Pearl. That's all I'm saying. Just keep a good eye on that Pearl. Remember, Pearl wants to fit in where she gets in. This is the family that she wants. Okay? So, they're sitting down at dinner, all right? And child, honey, here comes Lexi running that mouth. She cannot keep that mouth shut. She's talking about the Million Man March. She's talking about the March on Washington. She's talking about the Black Student Council, Black Club that they have at school that she can't get in. And she can't even, walk through the door because guess what? She's not black. And so Brian was like, well, that's the point, okay? It's where black students can go and talk about any type of problems that they may have at school with the administration. That's why it's Black Club, whatever, okay? And so Elena was like, yeah, Just like Pearl had a problem with that counselor being a jerk. And so Brian was like, a problem with the counselor? What happened? And so Pearl proceeds to tell a story about the letter that she wrote. Honey, Brian cocked that neck real quick, and he looked at Lexi like, now I know you didn't. Now I know you lied. You done came up here and told me a whole lie. You done lied to me. And honey, Lexi, stiff neck, running that mouth. Honey, she didn't run her mouth after that. She started shoving that food down her throat. Honey, Lexi knew that she was caught. Lexi knew she was caught in a lie, and her whole thing was just a shit shell. So the conversation keeps on going, and they bring up Lilith Fair. I don't even know how Lilith Fair got involved in the conversation. But if you're not familiar with Lilith Fair in the 90s was a festival that the majority of the people who went to Lilith Fair was lesbians or bisexual women, because the majority of the performers were lesbians or bisexual. So they brought the Lilith Fair, and then that old god-awful Trip, okay? He was like, yeah, you know, Izzy should know something about Lilith Fair, you know. That is why they call you Ellen. Okay, we all know what that means. Okay, so Izzy, she gets upset. She jumps up. Did y'all hear Bill's reaction? He was like, shut up, Trip. Shut your mouth. And here's Elaine in her own word. Okay, she was like, why do they call her Ellen? And so Moody was like, Mom, like Ellen DeGeneres? And so Elena was like, because she's funny? And Moody was like, no, Mom, no. And so here's Elena, poor Elena, just not getting it, or she don't want to get it. So here is Elena taking Izzy to school. And of course she wants to talk about it, but not say it. You know, she didn't want to come out and say, listen, do you like girls? Okay? Because if you do, we can discuss it. She went about it the other way. Okay? She was talking about her friend April and, you know, is there anything you want to talk about? Then she starts telling about a story about her in high school and how she didn't have any boobs. And, honey, Izzy wasn't trying to hear all that. Okay? And so Elena was like, listen, what they are saying, is it true? You know, is there some truth to it? And of course, Izzy says, no, there's no truth to it. And so Elena says, well, if it's not true, then you changed your story. But we know it's true. Something happened. So, they get to school, and, you know, Izzy, you know, she's thinking about what her mom said. Brian, he done confronted, you know, Lexi. Lexi don't see no big deal in what she did. Brian said, you mean to tell me you don't see what's wrong with what you did? Then that's a problem. I don't have nothing else to say to you. So he bounced, all right? So Izzy is talking to, you know, Moody and Pearl and that other boy child. And she was like, listen, let's go to homecoming, all right? And Pearl was like, we sure can, honey. Pearl was all over it. Pearl really wants to go to homecoming because she wants to fit in where she gets in, child. So here comes Moody. Moody was like, well, wait a minute now. I've been talking about this movie, all right? I want you to watch this movie with me. We was going to have a movie night. And so Izzy was like, listen, y'all can do both, okay? You can go to the homecoming, and then you can go watch that Raggedy Moody. Moody, I wish you, that Raggedy Moody. Moody, I wish you'd shut up about that movie. But he's trying to be sweet and romantic, and he really, really likes Pearl. So Pearl was like, listen, that is a fantastic idea. So Pearl, you know, she needed a dress. She needed to go shopping, and Izzy was like, nah, don't need to go buy a dress. You know how many frilly dresses my mama done bought me that's up in my closet? And so she was like, you could just pick one of those. And so here comes Lexi, child. Okay. Lexi was like, shopping? Are we talking about shopping? Oh, you want to go shopping? Let's go shopping. Now, mind you, Lexi, she feels a certain way about Pearl. She's a little jealous of Pearl. Now that Brian feels a certain type of way about Lexi, of course, in her mind, that he may feel some type of way about Pearl. Okay, so they're shopping, okay? And here comes, you know, Lexi. You know, and she told Pearl that the note that Pearl wrote to the counselor inspired her to, write that essay to Yale. Now, she did not tell, Pearl that she just blatantly stole, the letter. She said it inspired her. And of course, Pearl was like, that's cool, no big deal. And so Pearl comes out of the dressing room. She looks beautiful. And so, Lexi, she was like, oh my God, you need that dress. You look great. And, Pearl says, I can't afford this dress. Lexi was like, I got you. I mean, I just stole some from you. So this is the least I could do. I can buy you this dress. And so here comes Lexi. Lexi is talking about, where are you from? Who is your father? What does your dad do? Is your father white? I think you're mixed. You look mixed because your mother reminds me of Denise from the Cosby Show. Honey, that Lexi is something else. Ain't she like her mama? But anyway. So, of course, all this, she put all this in Pearl's, head. And so Pearl gets home, and, there's Mia. She done got high, child. And so she has that bag, and so her mama's like, what is this? Well, what's that in that bag? What's going on? And so she was like, oh, it's a homecoming dress. I'm going to the homecoming with Moody and some friends. And so she pulls out the dress, and then her mom goes over there and was like, excuse me, you can't afford this dress. Where did this dress come from? And so Pearl says that Lexi, bought her the dress. And so, of course, Mia, she immediately got on the fence, was like, I know not. I know you are not standing here and telling me that this white girl did not buy you this dress. She bought you this dress. She bought you this dress. Oh, so now you are a little play doll for the little white girl, Lexi Richardson. And of course, Pearl was like, it's nothing like that. She was like, oh no, you giving it back. You are not going to take this dress. So of course, Pearl, she gets upset. And so she was like, where do I come from? Where's my grandparents? Where's my father? Won't you ever talk about my father? Is it because he's white? Of course, this takes Mia off guard. She was like, where is this coming from? She was like, now I told you why I don't talk to the grandparents. I done told you all that. And as far as your father, just know this. You black and I'm black, okay? That's all needs to be known. Okay, and so here comes Pearl in her teenage mind, and she was like, well, you know what? I would like to know my dad, okay? Maybe our dad can help us have a better life. Ding, 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 okay? Now, see, here Pearl is hanging around the rich white folks, okay? She see Lexi's life. She see Moody's life. She see Tripp's life. And she think that they have the perfect life. Wrong. Okay, they don't. All right. But that's what Pearl sees. And that is what Pearl wants. She wants that. So, of course, when she tells Mia this, it hurts Mia. Mia was like, you done lost your mind. I'm here. You wanted a bike. I got you a bike. You wanted 4 walls. I got you 4 walls. Okay. I have been the parent that you needed. I have been that parent. Your dad ain't been nowhere around. I raised you the best that I could. And you gonna come at me with that? So, of course, Mia, she gets upset. Her feelings are hurt. She was like, keep the damn dress. And Pearl, she thought about what she said, and she feels guilty. She feels guilty. Now, we got that out the way. Let's talk about BB. Okay, let's talk about her story a little bit. BB is Mia's Asian co-worker. So BB, back in 1996, she had a child. And honey, she had a hard time, child. Okay, her baby, newborn, was not latching on to her. So she was unable to breastfeed. She also didn't have any money. Okay, she was just in hard times. So the baby had been screaming and yelling, and literally the child is starving. Okay, the child is starving. Okay, so she goes to the local store to buy some formula, and guess what, honey? She was 70 cents short, and that bitch cashier was like, you're 70 cents short. And so BB's like, my baby is starving. I haven't ate in a week. Please, I need this formula. Honey, that heifer cashier was like, I don't care. I don't care if you hungry, your baby hungry, you ain't got 70 cents, you can get the F up out my store. Ooh, child. The one time I wanted to go through that TV and just bust somebody in her face. Okay, so, and you know there's some people like that. Just mean. Just nasty. So, here comes BB. BB go home with no formula. Baby still screaming and yelling because it is starving. She tries to turn on the light, child. The lights done got turned off. And honey, she is at her wit's end. She had no other choice. She could not feed her baby. Okay? The baby is hungry. She's hungry. She can't take care of both of them. So she goes on and she makes a terrible, terrible decision. But it's a decision that she felt like she needed to make as a mother. Okay? Who's going to sit there and let their child starve and scream and yell, child? It's just sad, just sad. So she decides to take the baby to the fire station. So we have Mia and BB talking, and come to find out that boss of theirs, honey, he's selling drugs in the back of the Chinese restaurant, okay? Now, we have Mia and we have Elena, okay? And they are putting together some party favors for Elena's best friend, who has been trying to get pregnant for a long time, but unable to get pregnant, so they decided to adopt. Now, what's the party favors? What's the theme of this baby shower? Asian. Okay, so start talking, and you know, Mia was like, well, how's she come about getting this baby? And so Elena told a story about how this little baby, you know, was left at a fire station, all right, nearly starved to death, okay? And so here's Mia. Mia was like, oh my God, that is BB's baby. Okay, so of course Mia, she gets all upset, okay? And she was like, I gotta go, child. I have to go. So Mia, she done turned into, Matlock. She done went to the fire station to try to figure out, who done took the baby, where the baby go, and of course he was no help, okay? So then Bill, okay, Bill had to go over there and mow that grass. Honey, he didn't even waste no time, honey. He went straight for work to mow, Mia's grass, even though he's pissed off about it. Honey, he in the dress pants, in his little dress shirt. He couldn't go home and put on some jeans and a t-shirt. So he goes upstairs and he's talking to, Mia. And he sees that painting, and he was like, ooh, that's a nice painting. Who did that? And of course, Mia, she's being flippant, and she ain't got nothing to say to Bill. So since Bill is an attorney, she was like, listen, where you work at? Do you have like any type of, international attorneys, anybody who deal with immigration law? And can they do it for free? And he was like, yes, I know someone, but they're not going to do it pro bono. You're going to have to come up with some money. And she was like, oh, okay, whatever. And so he's looking like, why is she asking me this? But anyway, we go on. Okay, so it is the night of the homecoming dance. Okay, so here comes Mia laying down, Pearl's baby hair. It's still a little tension up in there since Pearl thought she was grown and running her mouth, and she done forgot where she came from. So they get over to the Richardsons. Okay, of course, here is Elena, here's Bill. They got all of the baby shower stuff because it's the night of the homecoming, and it's also the night of the baby shower. So, of course, Pearl looks nice, and here comes, Mia. Mia was like, listen, okay, I want to take pictures of the baby shower. And so Elena was like, oh, well, I got these disposable cameras, but okay. So Mia was like, listen, I just want to take pictures of the party. You think your friend will like that? And so Elena was like, sure, she would like that. We'll pay you. And did y'all see Bill's face? Bill was like, helpful. Why are you bending over backwards for this woman? You ain't never acted like this before, but now all of a sudden you just bending over backwards. Remember, have my eye on Bill. So, anyway, of course, Mia, the only reason why she wants to go to this little shindig is so she can get a picture of that baby. That's the only reason why she wants to go. She wants to go so she can get a picture to see if that baby has a birthmark on the top of his head, okay? If that baby has a birthmark, then we know that is BB's baby. That's the only reason why Mia want to be around them white folks. She don't care nothing about no pictures. She don't care. So we have Izzy. Izzy looks cute as to be, can't she? Izzy, she looks so cute. Oh, she had on one of them little dresses. Her hair was done, and kind of found out she done cut herself shaving, and it was a cute little scene between Izzy and her mom. We know they have conflict, but her mom was there to, you know, put a little alcohol on her knee, finish shaving her up, put a little band-aid, put a little lipstick on her daughter, and off she goes. Okay, so let's talk about this homecoming. Everybody's at this homecoming. They got the music going, honey. They got the, you know, everybody dancing. Okay, so here comes Brian. Okay, he goes up to Pearl, and you know, he's talking to her about the whole note and the essay and all this. And so Pearl was like, oh, you know, it's all good, okay? I'm glad that I could inspire, you know, Lexi on her essay to Yale. And so Brian was like, inspire? Is that what she told you? She told you that your note inspired her. She didn't tell you that she stole the whole note. She didn't tell you that. And so here comes, you know, Pearl looking all weird like, what are you talking about? What you mean, Willis? So, of course, you know, Lexi sees, you know, Brian talking to Pearl, and honey, she knew. She was like, oh my God. So she goes over there. Brian was like, I know what you did. I know what you did. So he walks off. Here's Pearl. Pearl was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I'm like, Pearl, you better get it together, Pearl. I'm going to need for you to think. Quit thinking about Lexi being your friend and how you want to be in the in crowd. That girl stole from you. She don't like you. She's jealous of you. Come on, Pearl. Get with it, girl. Snap out of it. Okay, snap out of the Richardsons. I'm going to need for you to quit thinking that you Elena's daughter and realize you Mia's. So, we have Lexi and Brian in the back of that limo, and Brian is pissed. Brian said, you don't even understand what you did. You done lied to me. You a thief. How dare you? So here comes Lexi. Lexi's like, what's the big deal? Okay, I didn't have anything. Okay, I'm not suffering. I had to use something, and let's just keep it real. The note wasn't that great anyway. So of course, Brian, he didn't want to hear it. So what was Lexi's results in this? What did she have to do? Well, she had to do a little kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy, sexy time. I mean, she already done gave him a hand job, so it's homecoming, so she might as well spread those legs. Just so Brian can feel a little better. Just so Brian can take his mind off of what she did and get his mind on to something else. So it's just a sad, sad spectacle. Just terrible. So, we back inside of this little homecoming. People dancing, and then we see Izzy. Izzy dancing with her little friend, that little boy. And there's that mean girl, April. Okay, the one that they had some conflict with over the summer. Okay, so Izzy, she is putting her hand on, she is taking his hands and putting it on her booty, you know, just to make that girl jealous, okay. Then, honey, she starts kissing this boy. And so Moody was like, oh no, not today, not my sister. So he snatches her up and he was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? He was like, listen, okay, you don't have to prove anything to anyone. Okay? You are the strongest, intelligent person I've ever met. Why are you doing this? Okay? You never thought about what anyone thinks of you before, but now all of a sudden you're doing this? It's okay. Okay? That is why I love you, because you don't care about what people think about you. Okay? Who cares? So, of course, Izzy, she's a teenager. She's a girl. She's conflicted. She don't know what to think. Okay? So, she's confused. This is why I love Moody. Okay? Moody is just a sincere, caring, brother. So, all that happened, the drama at the homecoming, and then Trip and Lexi wanted to go somewhere, and child, of course, Pearl, any chance she gets to hang out with Trip And Lexi, she wants to jump on it. Now, mind you, Moody had this whole thing planned. They go to the homecoming, and they go back and watch that movie. That's his whole thing. Movie. So, of course, you know, Pearl, she was like, okay, I will go back and watch this movie with you, even though she wanted to hang out with Trip and, you know, Pearl. So, you know, they go back and, you know, they watch the movie, even though it's very awkward, okay? Now, all right, let's get to this party, child. Let's finish this up. All right, so it is the baby shower, and Elena definitely put her stamp on it, child. It is so cute. Balloons and themes, and, honey, it was adorable. So, of course, Elena, Bill, their friends, the friend, and, you know, all them were there. Very white. So, of course, you know, we have the men, and, you know, they're talking about sports and this and that. And, honey, who walks in? Mia. Mia walks in, child. And, honey, them men looked at Mia like, who is that? So, of course, you know, Bill is saying that, you know, she's working for us. And that one friend was like, ooh, you a lucky guy, and blah, blah, blah. So, Mia, she pulls out her camera, and, you know, she's taking pictures of Elena. She's taking pictures of the decorations. You know, she has to, you know, look like that she's there for that reason. Okay, so everyone is distracted. Mia makes her way up to that baby's bedroom. And so, she gets Maylene, that's the baby's name, and she starts looking, and she sees that there is a spot on that baby's head. And yes, Maylene is BB's daughter. So she's holding her. She's like, oh my God, oh my God. Who walks in? Elena. Now Elena's like, now why are you up in here? Why are you holding this baby? So Elena was looking kind of confused, intrigued, okay? So Mia was like, oh, you know, I'm up here because I wanted to take pictures, you know, of the baby while, you know, she was sleeping. And so Elena was like, give me that baby. She was like, let's go downstairs. So they take the baby downstairs. Mia runs over to BB, and she says, I found your baby, child. It's your baby, okay? You know, the woman I work for, okay? It's her friend's baby. They adopted her. And so, of course, BB is like, where's she at? I need to go over there right now. And so, you know, Mia was like, right now, wait a minute, you know. And so BB said, I ain't got time for you. So BB hightails it over to the baby shower. Now, Mia, honey, she got things going on. So her boss gives her a ride home. Child, Mia done end up sleeping with the boss. Honey, she got her a little something. She was stressed, child. This done stressed her out. So she needed to relieve some of that stress. Child, honey, the boss is looking at her like, if there's anything you ever need to talk about, honey, Mia said, it's time for you to go. Bye. The same way you came in is the same way you leave. Okay, so I was like, child, Mia. So anyway, we have, you know, the song at the end, and we have the kids going their separate ways. We have Izzy getting on the bus. She was 70 cents short. The bus driver let her ride anyway. And then we have that baby shower. Honey, the people are having a good time. They're laughing, they're talking, they're eating. And who bust in? BB. Honey, BB bust in and says, that's my baby. That's my baby. Honey, them white folks had a fit. They was like, you better get her out of here. Call the law, child. She trying to take our baby. Okay, so before I get to the end of it, let me talk about Izzy real quick. I almost forgot about this part. That girl April, her mama was also at this said baby shower, okay? And so Elena goes over to her and is like, listen, okay, what's your girl's problem with Izzy? Obviously, they were friends one minute, and now your daughter has become a mean girl. What's up? Okay? And so that mama was like, don't you be coming to me like this. We know what your daughter did. Or if you didn't know, let me tell you what she did. She sexually had some type of assault or contact with my daughter. Okay? Your daughter's a nasty bird. she did. Get her under control. So, of course, Elena's taken back by this. Not my Izzy, not my daughter. So she goes to Bill, and she was like, you know what that heifer's saying about our daughter? That heifer is saying that our daughter sexually assaulted April. What we gonna do about it? You always defend her. Okay, this heifer telling lies about her. And so Bill, honey, he's standing there like, technically it ain't a lie. See, her and April's relationship is complicated. Elena said, excuse me. Bill said, listen, I don't know exactly what went down, but something went down. Okay? And this ain't the time or the place to be talking about this. So, of course, Elena knows that her daughter has some issues. Okay? So, the cops come in, you know, BB is saying that's my baby and all this bunch of stuff. And so, the mother of that child, Elena's friend, was like, why is she here? How did she know where I live? How did she know the baby's here? Elena was like, child, I don't know, but I'm about to find out. So, that is how the episode ended, okay? Easy goes over to, Easy goes over to, Mia's house, and Mia was like, you know, where is Pearl? And so Easy was like, I don't know. So anyway, that is how the episode ended. Y'all, let me apologize that this was all over the place. My battery was dead, had to change out cameras. I am so sorry, okay? Let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below, all right? Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends.